If you were a narcissist, they expect for you to feel privileged to be with them. They really actually think, you know, that they're the prize. You should be privileged to be with them. Maybe they have a job and they're doing whatever they need to do to survive. So they'll throw that in your face. They'll say, hey, listen, when you want someone, that works and do what they need to do, but see, when they work, it's only for themselves, right? They're not there to help you or anything like that, but they want you to understand that they're not consistent. They're not going to spend any time with you. They're not going to do any of that. I mean, and they always go back to, oh, I have to work. Don't you want someone to work? Okay, of course you want someone to work, right? But they feel like, you know what, you should be privileged in order to really want to be around them or to want to spend time with them. And keep in mind, you're the last priority. Remember that, right? Because everybody else comes before you. So therefore, whatever energy that they're giving you, trust me, you're the last one to get it. And the only time they give it to you is because they're bored, they're lonely, you're convenient, there's nobody else around to entertain. So they'll spin the block and they'll be like, okay, well, I know who's gonna be there for me, now that I'm bored and I don't have anything else to do or anything like that. You are. You're going to be there, you know what I'm saying? Because they feel like, hey, listen, you know what? Look at me. Look how I move and everything like that. They should be privileged in order to be with me because I go to work. I take a shower. I put on deodorant. I'm just being sarcastic on that part, but that's what they want you to praise. They want you to praise them of the things they're supposed to do anyway. Okay? So I'm just saying, if you were a narcissist, understand that they think that it's a privilege to be with them. They're the prize. You're not. You bring nothing to the table but your money, but your time, but whatever they want from you, right? But the minute you require anything from them, they unemotional detached from any emotions. Don't you ever notice what a narcissist, you'll think everything is going good, right? You'll be like, dang, okay, you know what, finally we starting to get close, and we really starting to get close, and we spending more time together. I can see a change in that person. And then guess what they do? They'll just pull back. You'll be like, wait a minute, I thought that we were getting close and things of that nature. They'll just pull back and they'll just keep doing the same game. They'll get close to you real quick and then they'll pull back. It's like a game, right? It's like, okay, well, you're getting a little too close. So let me pull back because, to be honest with you, they are selfish when it comes to their emotions. They do not want to give anybody a chance because they still have not done the work on their past. They still not have done the work with themselves. So I'm just saying, guys, if you with a narcissist, listen, they feel like you should be privileged to be with them. And to be honest with you, when you bringing things to the table and you that good person and everything like that, they would try to devalue you. They'll try to devalue you. They'll try to say, hey, listen, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're too aggressive. And you could just be quiet and they'll still say you're aggressive. You could talk low, you're too aggressive. You could agree, you're too aggressive. You could raise your voice, you're too aggressive. You can cry, you're too aggressive. So it's nothing that you can do that's going to make them think anything less of you. So I'm just saying, remember this. It's a privilege for you to be with them because, everybody want them, everybody want them, everybody want their attention, and you the scum of the earth. You like the gum on the bottom of their shoe. They don't sit there and just tell you that, right? Because then they're not going to have access. So they'll breadcrumb you. They'll play these little games with you. They'll pretend like they care and they like you and everything like that. Listen, if you've been dealing with a narcissist for like years and things of that nature, boom, I'm going to tell you, and they still have not committed, they still playing all these games and things and not consistent. Listen, trust me, it ain't you. They're not there. They're not there. You're not the it person, okay? Because somebody who they genuinely want to get to know and genuinely want to be with, they're consistent. They have effort and things of that nature. And to be honest with you, when you're dealing with a narcissist, they can have that it person, right? But it's only for them to drain them, okay? To drain them, to devalue them, to break them. And then once they break the it person, they move on to the next supply, somebody else. And then, they'll break them too. And so they got this graveyard full of people that ain't just broke with no emotions, with no nothing, don't care. They think it's everybody else's fault. but theirs. So I'm just saying, guys, if you were a narcissist, listen, they think that they're privileged in order for you to be with them. You should feel privileged. Like, wow, I'm with so and so. Oh my goodness, you know what? He can make or she can make time for me. But trust me, they thinking on a whole nother level. You're only around for what you can provide for them. Nothing else, nothing more. They only reaching out to you because they want to see if they still got it. They want to see if you still available. It ain't because they miss you or they changed or that they trying to put an effort or show you differently or show you consistency or give you that commitment. It ain't about that. They just want to see if they can still get you. So I'm just saying, wake up. Hey, it's easy to get caught up into games when it's dealing with a narcissist because they could be very charming, but they'll love bomb you like to death, right? Until they get what they want, and immediately they'll discard you. So just hang in there, guys. And trust me, believe me, you'll get stronger and you'll walk away for good. And you know what? That narcissist, he's gonna realize, or she gonna realize, like, wow, you know what? It's time to go get me a new apply because they're not going to reflect or anything. They're not going to say, oh, that person was a good person. No, they won't. They're just going to go find another victim that they can terrorize. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. Please like and subscribe, share the video. If you could resonate to this, I really greatly appreciate it that, you took the time out to watch. And Jesus love everyone. And I'll talk to you guys on the next video. All right, bye.